The Beatles sung a song called "The Fool on the Hill." That song could have described a great many Capitol Hill denizens over the years, but I think we have a strong contender for the all-time top honor, Devin Nunes, a Republican who oversees the House Intelligence Committee. In theory, he's supposed to work for the American people, not Donald Trump. Nunes recently told Fox News he felt he had a duty and an obligation to divulge information to Trump, the subject of one of Nunes' own investigations. Until today, when Nunes had to recuse himself from it.
Bye, Felicia.
You would hope someone chairing the Intelligence Committee would have a little more of it themselves. How does a guy go from being a member of Congress, completely unknown outside his own district, to overnight becoming fodder for every comedian in America? He's now being compared on the very serious Sunday talk shows to Austin Powers, although that seems like a bit of an insult to Powers, who at least won his battles against Dr. Evil rather than getting into bed with him. In other Russian news, it looks like Trump was being helped by the Russians even during the Republican primary, as their operatives were apparently going after little Marco Rubio, Lion Ted Cruz, and low-energy Jeb Bush. It seems like a pretty big deal that the Russians picked their guy early and backed him from the start rather than just trying to beat Hillary. From now on, will GOP presidential candidates be flying to Moscow to interview with Putin the way they go to Wichita to see the Koch brothers? From Richard Nixon through Mitt Romney, the Republicans were always saying, "The Russians are coming, the Russians are coming." But now that they're here, stretched out on the sofa in the Oval Office and pouring themselves a cold one, they don't seem quite so concerned about our former arch rival. The problem for the GOP is that as long as they let Donald Trump lead them around by the nose, whether on Russia or any other disaster he wanders into, they will all continue to be fools on the Hill. The biggest fool of all, the one who lives at 1600 Pennsylvania Avenue.